Greetings, my name is Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install the Zen Browser on Pop! OS Linux 22. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here's my Pop! Installation here. Open a terminal, show you my fast fed screen to prove that I'm actually in a Pop! OS 22 session here, okay? And I'm going to install Zen Browser, which is based on Firefox on here, okay? Okay, so go ahead and clear on that. Okay? And then next step I'm going to show you is go to the open my browser here and go to the Zen Browser homepage here. And once you click on the Download Zen Now button, you'll wind up here. And it's pretty simple here. I'm just going to choose Linux. I'm not going to choose Windows or Mac. I'm going to choose Linux here. You can see the outline border becomes active once I click on the one that I want, the platform. Okay? Now, this is a little different from kind of some other programs that you might be installing. You might not have to choose between. You might just have to choose between, Flatpak, Debian, Snap, whatever kind of package format. But here, Zen Browser has an optimized and a generic version. Now, I've done some research, and there's a link here you can click on to run the command that I'm going to show you that I already ran to see if my system would support the optimized version, which it doesn't. It failed that test. Now, if I went to optimized version, which I'm not going to, then I would be installing an app image or launching it from an app image file. And since I'm going to go the generic route, it's going to be a Flatpak. Okay, let me show you what I did to see if whether my CPU supported the extensions that were necessary for Zen to be installed and launched properly on my system. The AVX2 extension, which my CPU doesn't have that instruction set. Okay, so my terminal, I ran this command here. This is on that page I just showed you, or the link. Okay, so I ran this command here, or this check here. This first expression failed, so the second one did not, evaluate and then echo back true. So that led me to believe that my CPU, which is an older CPU, is not going to be the best for installing the app image optimized file. So I got no output back. Nothing was returned back. The echo it didn't echo true. So I don't think my system's going to work with the optimized app image file version. So I'm going to just go the generic route and do the Flatpak. Okay. So back to the page here. So I'm not going to go optimized. I'm going to go generic here. You can click on this and run that check in your terminal yourself, okay? But for me, I'm going to go ahead and generic, and I'm going to go ahead and skip these first two here for reasons I just explained. I'm going to go the Flatpak route here, okay? And I'm going to download this. Now, I'm not going to use the terminal I'm not going to use the traditional method of downloading it from FlatHub with the Flatpak command. I'm going to use the terminal to install it. But I'm not going to use the Flatpak engine to actually, download the package. It's going to download it, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to download a .reference file for me, and then I'm going to install it manually. Whereas normally you would install it from the Flatpak command line engine with the certain commands that are on the FlatHub instruction page, and you wouldn't be doing what I'm going to do, where I'm going to download an actual .reference file, and I'm going to install it manually. So the other way would be it would just kind of install it manually for you, then you run it. The way you run it would be the same way, but this is going to be different than normally from what you've seen, where you just download it and then run it. I'm going to download it, then I'm going to have to install it manually. Then I could run it the regular way that you would still run it even if you download it with the Flatpak command line engine. Okay, so it'll be a .reference file or .ref file, which is a little confusing. It should be the file extension should be something that reflects that it's a Flatpak rather than .ref. But when I'll show it to you, and you'll see it says a .ref extension for the file that we're going to download from FlatHub. Okay, so go ahead and click on the download button there, and you can see there you get a little idea. Okay, well, actually it does say Flatpak ref. Actually, okay, that's right. It does say Flatpak ref, not just .ref. Okay, I was wrong. It's been a while since I tried this. Okay, so we downloaded the Flatpak reference file. I guess the ref is reference. Okay, so it's been downloaded. Now I'm going to go ahead and CD into my download folder, and I'm going to spot it here. I'm going to go LSA so I can see everything that's in my download folder. Now you would think it would be Zen, it would be in the Z's. It's not actually there. It's right here in the I. So this is the name of the actual. This is the package name here. Okay, yeah, it does come up Flatpak ref. Okay, I thought it was been a while, but yeah, it does say Flatpak ref. Okay, I don't know why the ref should be there, but it should just say .flatpak or dot. Maybe they can shorten this up a little bit so it's a little bit shorter, but still let you know it's a Flatpak. Anyway, so this is a downloaded standalone. I call it like a standalone Flatpak essentially. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. And I'm going to, just to keep things organized on my file system, I'm going to move or copy this file into its own folder so we can keep things more organized. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to have to do before I can copy or move that Flatpak file is to actually create a folder that I want to send it to, or copy or move it to. So I'm going to issue this command here, make dir Zen Browser. You can name it whatever you want. Okay. So that created a Zen Browser folder in my home, right? So I'm in the working directory of home. So let's see if it's actually here. And it should be in the Z's. Okay, there it is. Okay, good. Zen Browser here in the home home working directory here, home Paul. Okay. So that's the one I just created right now. And I'm going to go ahead and copy or move that Flatpak file over there. Okay, so I can clear on that. CD back into my download folder here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and spot it again. Okay, there it is. I'll pause the video one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and copy or move this into that download folder. So I can either make a copy and leave a copy here and have a copy in the other folder, or just move it and it won't be here. It'll only be in the Zen Browser folder. So we'll see. I'm going to probably do a CP command and just copy it over and just leave a copy here. Okay. So back with that command in a moment. Okay, I'm going to use the CP command and just copy it over. So it'll leave a copy in the download folder, and it'll put it here as well in the Zen Browser folder. Okay, so CP for copy. Then here's that the package name for the Zen Browser here, Flatpak ref. Okay, and it's going to put it. It's going to go ahead and copy it over to the Zen Browser folder. So the tilde is for home. So home Zen Browser. Okay. Okay, good. So it's been copied over. Let's check that out real quick. So there should still be a copy here, and you can see it's still here. Okay, good. And then we'll clear on that. CD back to the home here, and CD into the Zen Browser here. Okay, and then LSA on that, and there it is. Okay, good. So I copied it over to the Zen Browser folder here. Okay, good. So I can go ahead and clear on that. And back with the next step to actually install it. Okay, here's the command to install the Zen Flatpak via the Flatpak reference file here, standalone. Normally you'd probably see that there'd be a FlatHub entry here where you'd be using FlatHub to install whatever package from FlatHub. So there would be a FlatHub entry right here. But since I'm not doing it that way, I already have the Flatpak downloaded to my local file system, so I'm not going to have it pull from FlatHub. That's why you're not going to see FlatHub here. And this is going to be a little bit different here. you're going to have the Flatpak reference extension here rather than just ending it at the Zen and then using FlatHub here. So no FlatHub and then no FlatHub here, and we're gonna, and then it doesn't stop at just Zen. We're gonna have the Flatpak reference here. So this is going to be the command I'm going to use to install this Flatpak reference file on my own without having Flatpak do it for me, essentially, pulling it from FlatHub and installing it that way automatically. I think this is more manual, I do believe. Well, anyway, it's different from the other way. Whether this is manual or the other one's manual, I'm not really sure. So I think for me the other way is a little bit more automatic, where it just installs it for you. So I gotta do all this right here to install it manually. Okay. So anyway, so in the Zen browser, this is where that Zen Flatpak package is living. Flatpak install, and then pass in the name of the file here. Okay. Enter on that. Okay, it's going to go ahead and prompt me here. I'm going to go ahead and just accept the default Flatpak permissions here. You can change them later if you need to by either adding or removing the default permissions with flat seal. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and just accept the default permissions here. Okay. Then down here, some more information about the package and where it's coming from. Okay, so everything looks pretty good to me here. There's the name of the package here. Okay, everything looks good. Proceed with these changes to system installation. Yes. Okay, you got Y and N. The Y is capitalized, so that's going to be the default. So if I just enter on that, it'll select Y automatically. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and enter on that. And it's going to go ahead and download and initialize the Flatpak file for me. Okay, installing 2 of 2. And I'll be back when it's done. It's at 30% and it's going pretty good. And back when it's done. Okay, installation complete. Now we can go ahead and launch it now. Okay, so we're still going to stay in the Zen browser here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear on that. But we're still in the Zen browser. And I'm going to go ahead and issue the next command, which is actually going to go ahead and run or launch the browser. Okay, so I'll keep the video rolling here while I key in the command to run it. Okay, it's auto-complete it. Now I don't know if it's going to run it just by having it end at Zen, or if I'm going to actually have to put the extension on here. Let's see what. That didn't come up. Okay, I think once I install it, I don't have to actually have the extension to launch it or to run it. So let's see what happens here. So if you download it from the command line engine without doing it the way I did with downloading the reference file, this would still be the same command to run it. Okay. Except I'm not going to be using the extension this time. I guess it's not necessary. Okay. Anyway, let's see what happens here once we issue this command here. Hopefully we're going to get a Zen browser here. Okay, here it comes there. Now I haven't used it before. It's my first time actually installing it. So I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of configuring it and all that kind of stuff. Just wanted to show you how to install it and launch it. Okay, so it looks like it's been installed and launched privately, pretty good here. This looks active here. So let's see if so yeah, it seems to be active and everything's working okay. So I'm gonna kind of stop. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go through these next few prompts. Finish all this next here. Okay, so some configuration. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Okay, everything looks like it's active. It's not frozen. And then here's the version. I didn't really see what version it was going to be, but I guess this is probably the most current version. It's a Flatpak. Okay, so that was how to install the Zen browser and then launch it. And like I said, I haven't used it. I'm not going to go ahead and get into that right now, but you can go ahead and configure it. But it looks like it's active. Everything's working. Okay. So now, if you're looking for how to launch it the traditional GUI method way, So you'd probably go into your application folder here, and you'd go through all your folders here and look for Zen. Probably wouldn't be in any of these here, but it would be here, I would think. So you'd be looking for it here, right? It would come up as Zen Browser. So let's start from the top, kind of go down, and it would be in the Z's, I guess. So it'd be down here at the bottom, but that's not the way Flatpak works, I guess, right? Or is it supposed to be here? I think it should actually be here somewhere myself, to be honest. App Image wouldn't install here, but the Flatpak should put something here. Well, let's take a quick little look here. Maybe it's here. I'm not seeing it. Zen Browser. Yeah, I'm looking, scanning carefully here. Yeah, I don't see a Zen Browser here. Okay, so it's not here. Actually, I think it should be here, but it's not. Let's look quickly these other folders here. Yeah, it's not here either. And it's not here. Okay, well, actually, Flatpak is supposed to work that way, but it's actually doesn't seem like it gave me a GUI launcher. Okay, if that's the case, then you're just going to have to always go to the terminal, or you can also go to you can probably also go into your graphical file manager here and look for the Zen folder here, right here. Double click that, and then double click that. Let's see if that opens it up as well. Okay, that looks like that. Okay, is that actually, that's not launching it. Okay, that didn't really work either. I think you might have to right click it, and then let's see what that does. Okay, yeah, I don't know. But I guess opening it this way is not going to work either. So you're going to have to go to the terminal here and go to the Zen Browser and run the run command here. Now I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to see if I can actually go ahead and make this a little bit easier so we don't have to come to the Zen Browser folder and issue this long command. So let's see if I can alias this or find some other, or put on the path and find some other method to where we can launch the browser without coming into the Zen Browser. We can just do it in our home folder, like let's say, from your regular home folder at start point here. From here, without having to cd in the Zen Browser and issue that long run command for Flatpak, where I can actually just be right here in this working directory here and use a shortened version, a shortened method to actually launch it or run it from here. So back with that in a moment. Okay, just did a little bit more research, and you actually can launch the Zen Browser from your home folder without being in the Zen Browser folder. Okay, so I'm in the home directory here, and that same command will actually launch from here. So you don't have to go to the Zen Browser folder. Okay, so you don't have to actually cd into the Zen Browser folder, but you still have to have this long command. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to alias this whole string here into just an actual alias, a different alias name, and that app name, that alias name I'm going to use will just be Zen Browser. So we don't have to have all this here. All this will become Zen Browser. Then we can just launch it from the home directory with the Zen Browser command. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and copy this name here. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Actually, it'll be the whole thing. It's going to be the entire string here. Copy this entire, select and copy that entire string there. Okay? It's been copied. Okay? Go ahead and clear on, back that out there. Clear on that. And I'm going to show you the file that I'm going to go ahead and edit. It'll be called the bash rc file. Okay, let's try to spot that here. it's a hidden one, so you have to do the LSA, and the A switch will show you the hidden the hidden or the dot folders or files, which bash RC is actually part of. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and edit this right here with Nano. Okay, so I'm going to clear that. I'm going to use Nano to go ahead and make an edit in that file. So let's see here, bash RC. Okay, back with that in a moment. Okay, so it's nano-bash RC. Nano is it's a text editor, but it's not desktop. It's a terminal-based text editor. So nano.bash RC. Okay, enter on that, and everything's okay. I don't see any message saying that it's not writable. So I can go ahead, and it already has the W permissions here for me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and arrow down to the bottom here, and I'm going to put my alias line down at the bottom. Okay, I've already got another one aliased. Actually, I can go ahead and copy off of that. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a kind of a template here for Amarok that I already installed before. Okay, so I'm going to kind of copy that, but make changes as I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and copy. I'm going to reuse what I can, what I need to, what's common, and then change whatever I need to change. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to use Amarok. I'm going to just use Zen Browser or just Zen. I guess I can just go Zen. Let's see here. Zen Browser. I can always fine tune it later. Okay, that's fine. Zen Browser. That way we know what it is exactly. Okay, and then go ahead and just paste in that command, the actual name of the file here. Flatpak run, okay, or the run command will be aliased into just Zen Browser. Okay. Looks like a single quote mark there, and then a single quote mark at the end here, and that should cover it. Turn yellow. Okay. I believe that should be correct. So all this Flatpak run, this entire Flatpak run command will be aliased into just Zen Browser. Okay. Okay. So once I made the edit, Control O, and then save that file name to right. Yes, and then Control X, and I'm out of there. Okay, good. Clear on that. Now this hasn't taken effect yet. I need to go ahead and make it persistent. I have to go ahead and source it, essentially. Okay? So the next step I need to do to finish off the alias command is source, and then pass in the bash RC file here, /dot bash RC. Okay? Okay, so this source file should make this persistent and make it permanent here. Whereas before, if I don't do this, then I can probably launch Zen Browser with the Zen Browser command, but only one time. Once I restart the computer or close the terminal and reopen it, it'll be gone. It'll be just for the session. This will make it persistent across reboots. Okay. So source bash RC. Okay, no output. Okay, that's good. Okay, and we're right back where we started in the home directory here, so I don't have to CD into the Zen Browser or in the download folder or anywhere else. I can just be right here in the good old home directory here, and I don't have to use that long Flatpak command. Okay, so let's see what happens if I just type in Zen Browser here. Okay, that's good. You see what I did there? I went Z, I hit the tab, nothing. Z, tab again, nothing. ZEN, tab, still nothing, but when I put in the B, it auto-completed the rest of it. So that means it sees it, it detects it, and everything should work, okay? So Zen Browser this way, enter on that, and that's good. Okay, great. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so Zen Browser, then like I said, you can go ahead and configure it yourself and make it. I don't like dark mode. This seems to be dark mode, but I would go through all the settings and configure it. But that's Zen Browser there. Okay, good. So yeah, you still have to go ahead and go to the terminal. Since I didn't do some research to find out why it wasn't in the application folder, which it should be for a Flatpak, but it's not there, and I couldn't really do it from the GUI file manager. So it has to be from the terminal. And I tried to make it as easy as I could, so you don't have to actually go into different folders and issue long commands. So you can just go right to your home folder and just use the alias. And that's about the shortest way I could think to do it at this point, like that. In the home directory with just the Zen Browser alias. And then that did work. So that was pretty good there. And there's another way, and I won't get into it in this video here, but you can also create a desktop environment launcher as well, which would probably be pretty good or desirable as well. So I can try that later. But for now, we're just going to leave it like this. We're just going to launch Zen Browser with this alias here, okay? Okay, good. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the video. I'll leave you with the fast fetch screen here, if I can find it. Got a lot of commands here in my buffer. Okay, I like to close the videos out with my fast fetch screen here. Okay, so that was how to install the Zen Browser on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. You know how to install it, how to launch it, alias it, the whole works there. Try to make it as easy as I could for you guys. Okay, so once again, my name is Paul, and I am the lead research technician at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. Please join. We talk about different distros, so not just about Pop. And until my next, once again, I am Paul, and I am the lead research technician at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the video. And until my next video, happy Linuxing.